Students, in this video I am going to discuss about the properties of quadrilateral. As you have already know about types of quadrilateral, so here I will discuss about its property. As this things is very important because you have also study about the quadrilateral in class 9th and 10th also. So I will discuss one by one. First one is a parallelogram. This is the parallelogram. The definition is that a quadrilateral with each pair of opposite sides are parallel. It means that ABCD is a quadrilateral and this is the AB side and its opposite side is CD. Similarly, this is the AD side and its opposite side is BC. So condition is that if AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to BC, if this type of quadrilateral is there, then its names will be parallelogram. This is the parallelogram. Now its property. First property says that opposite sides are equal. It means that AB is equal to CD. That means you can write it as a AB is equal to AB is equal to CD. Next one, AD is equal to BC because AD is the opposite side of AD will be BC. So you can write AD is equal to BC. This is the first property. The second is opposite angles are equal as the opposite of angle A will be angle C. So the angle A is equal to angle C. Similarly, the opposite angle of B will be angle D. So angle B will be equal to angle D. This is the second property. Third one is diagonal bisect one another. It means AC is one diagonal and BD is another diagonal. Both diagonal bisect each other. It means OD is equal to OB and OA is equal to OC. You can write it as a OB is equal to OD and similarly OA is equal to OC. This is the property of its parallelogram. Next one is rhombus. A parallelogram with side of equal length. It means rhombus is also a parallelogram, but it all sides are equal. In the case of parallelogram, it is not required that all sides are equal, but in the case of rhombus, all sides should be equal. Just like look at here, the side PQ is equal to the side QR is equal to side RS and is equal to side PS. It means we can write it as a PQ is equal to QR is equal to RS is equal to PS. It means all the sides are equal. Now its property. All the property of parallelogram. That means these three property will be hold except this one more property it will hold, that is here. Diagonal are perpendicular to each other. Now look at here. Here the diagonal will be SQ and PR and diagonal. That means this angle will be 90 degree. This is the one more property of rhombus. Now about the rectangle. Look at here. A parallelogram with a right angle. It means rectangle is also a parallelogram. And the condition is that its angle will be right angle. Just here, look at here. It means if L is 90 degree, then this angle will be 90 degree. So this angle will be 90 degree. This angle is also 90 degree, and this angle will be also 90 degree. It means all the angles will be 90 degree. Now the property. All the property of parallelogram, that means above three, which you have already learned in the first picture. Next, each of the angle is right angle. That means all angles are, as you already know. Just I write here angle K is equal to angle A is equal to angle M is equal to angle N is equal to 90 degree is equal to 90 degree. That means all the angles will be 90 degree. Diagonals are equal. It means one diagonal will be KM, another diagonal is NL. So it will be equal. But here in the case of rhombus, it is not required, not mentioned here that whether it is equal or not, but in the case of rectangle it will be equal. So these property will be hold for the rectangle. Now in the case of square, look at here. Now a rectangle with sides of equal length. Now just look at here in a square, and just look at, see the is rhombus and square, two pictures. Look at here, this is the rhombus, this is the square. All the sides are equal. Look at here, all the sides are equal, but the difference is that in the case of square it is a rectangle. It means its angle should be 90 degree, its all angle should be 90 degree. This must be whole in the case of square, but it is not necessary for the case of rhombus. So a rectangle, it means it square is also a parallelogram. And what are the property it hold? Just see all the property of parallelogram in the above, which you have already learned in the first. Next one is all the property of rhombus, that means all these property. And the rectangle, that means this one property, that means all the property you have already learned, that all the property should be whole in the case of square. Now the last one, that is a kite. It says that a quadrilateral with exactly two pair of equal consecutive side. It is not says that it must be a parallelogram. It is not right here. It says that a quadrilateral with exactly two pair. Now you know consecutive side, it means one after one. Here consecutive side is AD, CD, and another consecutive sides are AB and BC. But it says that the two consecutive, look at here, exactly two pair of equal consecutive side, it means this one will be equal to this one. It means AD is equal to AB. This is the consecutive side. Look at here, this is the consecutive side. Okay, now another, that is BC and CD, this is also consecutive side. So BC is equal to CD. If this property hold, if this property hold, then the quadrilateral is called the kite. Now what are the property? Look at here, the diagonals are perpendicular to one another. It means one diagonal will be BD, another diagonal will be AC. So it should be perpendicular. It means here angle will be the 90 degree. The next one is one of the diagonal bisect the other. It means the diagonal BD will be bisect AC. It means this portion is equal to this portion and this portion will be equal to this portion. If we write here O, then AO is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. This is the second property. Now the third one, measurement of angle B is equal to measurement of angle D. That means angle B will be equal to angle D, but measurement of angle A is not equal to angle C. It means angle A will not equal to angle C. This is the property. Now you will study it critically. That means what are the difference between these quadrilaterals? That means what are the difference or similarity between the parallelogram and rhombus, rhombus and rectangle, and rectangle and square and kite? You have to find out what are the similarity and dissimilarity or difference. You have to study it, because you have to solve all the questions related to this in exercise 3.4.